guys, welcome back to your Mindset, Your Power. Today we're talking about the unlimited power of your mind and the science that proves it, the placebo effect, which is more than a medical mystery. Yes, it's evidence that what you believe, what you expect, and what you focus on can transform your body, your emotions, and your reality. See it this way. Your brain is your most powerful pharmacy, and your thoughts are the prescription. And let me share a personal story, a story that makes me emotional and at the same time has inspired me so much. Last year, my mom, at 87 years old, had a hip replacement surgery after a terrible fall. She was in real pain, and the painkillers were causing awful side effects, hallucinations, not letting her rest. The only thing she could tolerate was Tylenol, but the pain was so intense that she was screaming before every next dose. So, in desperation, I reached into my purse and I found some probiotics. This is a real story, my friend. And I gave her 2 and I told her, Mom, this will make you feel better. Let me tell you, 20 minutes later, she was asleep, peacefully, pain-free. That's what I understood in a deeper way. The power of the mind is beyond what most of us imagine. Because it wasn't the pills, it was her mind. Her brain believing relief was coming and her body responding to that belief. It was amazing. And today I want to show you not just the science behind it, but how you can use this power in your own life. Because this power is not just about medical science, my friend. No, it's proof of how your thoughts shape your emotions, your health, your performance, and even your destiny. So let's understand what happens in the brain when you believe something is possible. Let's talk about the science of belief. Because the placebo effect is not fake. It's not. It's your brain at work. Here's what happens in your brain when you believe something will help you. Your brain releases endorphins, which is a natural painkiller your body makes. It's like morphine, but built in. They ease pain and bring calm. Also boost dopamine, that feel-good motivator that gives you energy, confidence, and hope. That one gets activated with that belief as well. And your prefrontal cortex, the center of your brain, the front part of your brain that deals with the decision-making and expectation center, lights up and sends signals to the rest of your body, saying, relief is coming. Let me tell you, in other words, your brain is a supercomputer with its own pharmacy, and your belief is the password that unlocks the medicine. But it's not just about pain and medicine. This is the same way your thoughts shape your everyday reality. So let's talk about that next. The power of your thoughts, my friend, because what you think about yourself shapes your reality. Let me give you an example. Imagine a student who believes, I'm not good at math. That belief might create anxiety before every test, right? It probably lowers the effort he puts into that class or almost guarantees poor results. Now imagine the same student thinking, I can learn, I can improve. That belief sparks determination right away. Leads to extra practice maybe and asking for help, and most likely better grades. This is the same loop we see in the placebo effect. What you believe sends signal to your brain. Those signals change how you feel and act, and those actions shape the outcome you experience. And this loop is also the foundation of something we often call manifestation. So let me share some powerful stories of how people used manifestation, visualization, and belief to shape reality. Let's start with an American actor called Jim Carrey, who struggled early in his career And then one day he wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered and dated several years into the future. This is a true story. He carried that check in his wallet as a symbol of belief in himself. He visualized it daily. And guess what? Remarkably, he ended up earning exactly that $10 million for his role in the movie Dumb and Dumber almost 5 years later. Incredible. And it's not just actors, my friends. Some of the world's greatest athletes train their minds as much as their bodies. Let me give you an example of Novak Djokovic. He's a famous tennis player from Serbia, and from a young age, Djokovic was introduced to visualization and mindfulness. So to imagine himself winning tournaments, holding trophies, feeling that success before it even happened. Today, he's one of the greatest tennis players of all time. He also practices meditation and deep breathing daily. These practices calm his nervous system, improve focus, and keep him resilient under pressure. For him, mindset is an option, it's part of his training. He always talks about it in social media too. Now, those are famous names, but I want to share a story about someone not famous, me, my story. It might not sound as big, but for me, it was incredibly impactful. Let me tell you, it shows how this works in everyday life too. A few months ago, I had an opportunity to go to Jay Shetty's On Purpose tour. I had bought what I thought was a VIP ticket to meet him in person. A few days before the event, I got an email and I realized I had chosen the wrong package. The one I had didn't include the meet and greet. For a moment, I panicked. Let me tell you, I panicked. I had all the mixed emotions possible. But then I caught myself and I shifted my mindset right there and I told myself, all right, let's take a breath. It's okay. I'll figure it out. Somehow, I'm still going to meet him. For 3 days leading up to the event, I rehearsed it in my mind. I pictured myself meeting him, handing him a card and a gift I had already prepared for him, telling him how much his mentorship had impacted me since I am a Jay Shetty certified coach. I felt excitement, even though technically I did not have access to meet him. And when the day came, I show up early, and I shared my story with one of the event staff, and she said, let me see what I can do. To make the long story short, I did not just meet him. I had a real conversation with him. I got to thank him, give him the gift, and it was a full circle moment, and I even took some pictures and videos. And honestly, it was better than I had imagined. That, my friend, is the power of manifestation. Aligning your thoughts, your emotions, your expectations, and then stepping forward with belief and action. Sometimes life even gives you more than what you have dreamed. And listen, you know what all these examples demonstrate and prove? That you, my friend, and me, we are the solution. It's up to us. And that is what I want to talk about next. Because let me say it again. You are the solution to 99% of your problems. With the right mindset, you can solve any problem. Yes, listen, guys, I think we all have gone through painful times, right? Some more than others, of course. Listen, I've coached and know people who have lost jobs, have had painful loss, have dealt with past trauma, even cancer survivors. And they didn't avoid suffering, of course not. They gave themselves time to grieve, to heal, to process their feelings. But I have to tell you, today, they're doing okay. And you know why? because they didn't stay stuck in the problem, in the emotion. They focus on how can I learn to move forward with this pain, with this problem. They focused on what is possible, what action they could take, even if it was just 1% progress a day. That is the power we all have as humans, no matter how hard it is. We can overcome any obstacle, any challenge with the right mindset. It's like being stuck in fog. If you stand still, you stay lost. But if you keep moving one step at a time, the path eventually clears. So let me give you a tool, my friend, that I have learned and I have used. And when I've gone through a rough patch in my life, especially since I learned to unlock the power of my mind. I have a sticky note in my mirror in my bathroom that says, "Hey, you, meet the person who can solve almost every problem in your life." And listen, that reminder every morning gives me that boost. And I smile and I say, "Hey, you, nice to meet you. I got this." It's real, for real. And that has made me realize that the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. So let's talk about now. Let's talk about that now. Relationship with yourself and your emotions. Because if you don't value yourself, my friend, you will settle for less in every area of life. But if you respect yourself, you will only accept what aligns with your worth and your values. And emotions? They don't mean you're broken. No. Or that you are worthless. No. Fear, grief, regret, they're not problems. They're signals, my friend. Think of emotions like a prescription from your inner pharmacy. Each one carries a message. Fear says, prepare, pay attention. Grief says, this mattered deeply. Regret says, learn and do it differently next time. Just like the placebo effect proves that belief can change your biology, the way you interpret it, your emotions can change your reality. If you believe emotions are enemies, they control you. But if you see them as teachers, they strengthen you. Your emotions are not proof you're broken, my friend. They are proof you are alive. And when you learn to listen, they become the medicine that builds resilience instead of destructive patterns. And that resilience always comes through discomfort. Remember, I always talk about this because you cannot grow in comfort. No. Muscles grow under resistance. Seeds push through dirt before blooming. Diamonds form under pressure. So instead of asking, why is this happening to me? Shift to, what is this teaching me? That's the mindset shift that turns adversity into wisdom. And it will turn on the power of belief. What can I learn from this? That way you won't give up when life throws roadblocks at you. And I want to give you some practical tools next so you can use starting today to activate your inner pharmacy. It will help you strengthen your mindset and tap into your power of belief. First, mindfulness meditation. Listen, this one is a game changer. I can't tell you enough how much it has helped me. And it has helped countless others, even world-class athletes like we talk about, Novak Djokovic. Just start 5 minutes a day. Sit quietly, focus on your breath. Simple as that. Notice thoughts without judgment. Science shows mindful literally rewires the brain. It helps regulate emotions so you respond instead of reacting. It's so powerful. It's such a powerful tool that it will help you navigate life's ups and downs with more ease, my friend. Let's go to number 2, which is part of the mindfulness. Deep breathing. I like to use the 4-7-8 methods, but there's other methods that you can use. It's inhale for 4, hold it for 7, and exhale for 8. And what this tells your body is like, you're safe, let's relax. Number 3, redirect your thoughts. When you say, oh, it won't work out, instead ask, what if it all worked out? That one question flips your brain from fear to possibility. It's so powerful. Number 4, observer mindset. Okay, let me explain this. You're not your thoughts, my friend. No, you are the one noticing the thoughts, not the thoughts themselves. When you have an observer mindset, you simply watch your thoughts. You are aware they're passing by, and it's your choice to decide which one you pay attention to. See it this way. Your brain sends notifications, right? But you decide which ones to open. So practice having that observer mindset, my friend. Number 5, journaling. Write your patterns, your triggers, your new choices. Writing creates awareness, and awareness breaks cycles. Number 6, break the pattern. When negativity has become a habit, interrupt it. Stop it. Stand up, move, go out, change the activity, breathe, challenge the thoughts. Break the loop before it becomes your reality, my friend. And number 7, inner pharmacy prescription. Ask yourself, what prescription do I need right now? Is it peace? Is it confidence? Is it energy? Resilience? Then choose the thought of action that delivers that specific prescription you need. All right, let's do a quick recap. Here's what I want you to walk away with today. The placebo effect proves beliefs changes biology. Your brain releases endorphins and dopamine when you expect healing. Your thoughts can create your reality. What you believe about yourself becomes how you show up and what you experience. And from Jim Carrey to Novak Djokovic to my own Jay Shetty story, manifestation isn't magic, my friend. It's mindset, it's emotion, it's action. You are the solution to almost every problem when you focus on what's next, one step forward. And emotions are signals, not problems. They are your inner compass. Growth requires discomfort, and resistance builds strength. And you have powerful tools now, my friend. Meditation, breathing, journaling, redirecting thoughts, observer mindset, tapping into your inner pharmacy, and the sticky note. Don't forget that one. And to close this powerful conversation, let me leave you with this, my friend. When I saw my mom in an unbearable pain fall asleep peacefully after 2 probiotics, I realized the mind is more powerful than we give it credit for. Yes, the placebo effect isn't fake. It's your brain choosing to heal. And if belief can calm pain, imagine what else it can do when you harness it. Right? You're not broken. You are not powerless, my friend. You carry inside you the most powerful pharmacy, the strongest computer, the most untapped force in your universe, your own mind. Everything you want is on the other side of fear, of failure, of heart. And your thoughts are the bridge that takes you where you want to be. You just need to believe it, my friend. I believe in you 100%. Now it's time for you to believe in yourself, because your mind is your true power. Thanks for listening, and as always, share this episode with someone you love and save it so you can listen again if you need a reminder of the unlimited power of your mind. You have the power to be your own placebo, my friend. Let's connect again next week. Love you guys. Have an awesome week.